Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all today? Welcome to the channel known as Stock Markets with Bruce. In case you're new here, I'm Bruce, and this is the channel. Bruce at the moment is in Palm Desert, California, but not much longer. Bruce and his hot wife, Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, are returning to Calgary before the end of the month here. Winter kind of is over, although, we can get snow at any time. I was noticing yesterday on my iPhone, I was looking up some photos on my iPhone because I don't know if this happened to you. You're talking to a friend or a relative or your spouse, and you say to yourselves, when was that? When we saw so-and-so, when was that? How long ago was that? And one of you grabs your phone and you go to the photo section of your telephone and you scroll back to 2023, 2022, 2021, and you find a photo of you at that event. You were at a birthday party for Uncle Chester, and you see some pictures of the birthday party. Oh yeah, well, it says right here, May the 5th, 2021. Oh, that's when we were at the party. We use our photo albums in our telephones as a way to figure out where we were, when we were, where we were. Perry Mason never had this luxury, right? In those old 1960s courtroom dramas, where were you on June the 5th, 1962? Well, let me look at my iPhone and I can tell, all my photos from June the 5th, 1962 are in my phone. And I can tell you that here I am at the Starbucks with my best friend having a coffee. And then that afternoon, I went to Costco and I found a deal on mittens. And I took a photo of them for my mother. And that's how your alibi. That's where I was. Isn't that great? Isn't it? What an amazing machine these telephones are. Anyway, I was looking up my phone the other day. And I noticed that on the photo section, I was trying to figure out something about, like I just said, where was I when, and what was I doing when, what, where, and how. And I came across a photo that just shocked the hell out of me in a way, and in a way not. Here it is right here. I'll show you this photo. This is May the 9th. 2022. I was looking after my friend's house. I was day sitting his house. That's May 2 years ago in Calgary. Snow. The days are only like a month away from the longest days of the year. Soon, the sun is going to be high in the sky, and the sun won't set till 10 at night. And here I am videoing snow falling in Calgary in May. Today's May the 8th. That was May 12th? Wow, right? Calgary can still get 2 feet of snow today if the right conditions happen. You're never out of snow in Calgary. But so we return in a few weeks. We're kind of gambling that near the very end of the month, we're over it. What can I tell you? So do you do that? Do you pick up your phone and look at your photos to figure out where you were, when you were, especially when you're trying to settle an argument? You're trying to talk about one topic or another, and you go back in your phone and see photos that you've kept and go, well, I can show you. In 2019, we were here. We saw Niagara Falls in July 2019. That's what the phone says. Those are our photo albums. That is the record of where we've been for many of our lives. Our children, some of our children who are, whatever the age they are, that's the only photo album they know is their telephone. That's everything about their lives is in that little thing. Incredible, isn't it? Welcome to the party, everybody. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to see you. How you doing? Are you making money in the markets? Are any of you guys making any money at all in this market? I think you are. I haven't heard from some of you in a while, and that tips me off that if I'm not getting desperate, things are good. Yeah. Anyway, Lisi, greetings, Uncle Bruce and family. I realized a 65% profit buying back my Palantir August 31 covered calls one day after I had written those calls. Can I get
That was easy.
a buzzer, please? That's well done, Lisi.
That was easy.
Nicely done. I'm sure there are some of you, a number of you out there who have found yourselves writing call options on whatever, a stock, a deep in the money call, using poor man cover call strategies, and you've had phenomenal returns in a short order because of pullbacks. This is what it's all about. And Listen here, she will rewrite again. Don't worry. It's not like she's out of the business now and can't write anymore. She's got cash. She has ability to write new contracts whenever she wants to pull the trigger. Well done, everyone. By the way, GameStop is 16.12 right now. We were down to like 15.70 this morning. We're now at 16.12 coming on. We just touched 16.20 a few minutes ago. We're almost even again on GameStop. What is going on with GameStop? Can I ask you that? Are you guys answering my poll question this morning? Because I put that poll question out there, and I figured I'll get your reaction to it. The poll question is: I think GameStop volume is up because a short squeeze has begun and will continue. Maybe these are the early innings of a short squeeze. Well, 81 votes so far. They're coming in. 42% say, yeah, I think you're right. And 57, now it's 43 say yeah, and 57% say no. Hit that, answer the poll question and hit the thumbs up button at the same time. Get both done in one shot. Let me know what you think about that question of the day. And thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. 87 votes are now here. 44% yeah. I think there's a short squeeze, 56%. I'm not sure if it's started yet. Double D is here, has been a member, Gold Bagel member of this channel, 34 months. I've been dropping GameStop calls at $17 and taking off the table at 15. Well done every time. Nicely done, and keep up the beautiful work, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Is anybody else making money? Robert, good morning. Uncle Bruce and all stock markets with Brucers. I give you a thumbs up. Number unknown. Sorry, it doesn't matter, Robert. It's the fact that you did it is all I need to know, man. That's beautiful. Bert, good morning, Uncle B. John Biscuit is here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Disney did well yesterday. Yeah. Bert, I burned a whole, a whole calorie hitting the like button. I appreciate the effort. Now rest, and pour in some half and half in your coffee. You'll get it all back. You'll get the calories all back, just like I do. Melvin Mayo, number 30, thumbs up. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and everybody. GI is here. Hey, Uncle. Hey, stock markets. How are you doing, sir? We're hanging in there. Victoria, good morning. Welcome all. JJ, GameStop, Yahoo! Spiller. Meme stocks in total are up the last 4 days. Yeah, ask myself if the hedge funds try to create a short squeeze, maybe regaining their losses from last time. Maybe, the thing about this GameStop thing is I'm scouring news sources for anything about GameStop. There's nothing from the company. There's no filings done by the company or anything like that. Kent, how you doing? Good morning. Love your photo as always on your avatar. How you doing out there? I can't find anything on GameStop. There's no insider trading. There's no SEC filings that I'm aware of. If any of you know of anything, you let me know. Just send me a private email. That would be great. I just wonder with the 120 million traded now in like the last 5 days, which is only 100 million more than normal, because normally it's 4 million, 4.5 million a day. 100 million shares more traded than normal in the last 5 trading days. What does that tell anybody? I mean, good gracious. Went from 10 to now 1606 and has hit a high of 1740 a couple of times. This is a lot of money. Someone's buying it. Someone is even if it's just day trading. Why would day traders all of a sudden get into GameStop en masse at the same time? I mean, is it Is it voodoo magic? Like, no, I think there's something going on. I think there is a coordinated, full-blown, organized attack, if you want to call it that. I call it a good kind of an attack. It goes from 10 to 16. That's a good thing. This is great. I want GameStop to be talked about. I want GameStop to be speculated about. I want involvement of the market to be higher because I want you guys to be able to write options with big, juicy premiums, tight spreads, high volumes. This is where you make easy money as option writers. This is what we're looking for. And of course, this channel's entire existence began because of GameStop. Obviously, did I go live in January 2021 on a regular basis because I wanted to talk to you about Intel? No, I went live because of GameStop's activities and insane volumes and crazy volatility. And that game lasted a long time when you think about it. That was a wild ride. However, as many of you have stated here over the months and years, many of you have benefited from GameStop in that you learned how to write stock options because of my efforts and the GameStop shares giving you unbelievable premiums on your GameStop shares. Many of you became GameStop deep in the money call option holders instead and wrote even more contracts and got a bigger percentage return on your investment. And many of you have taken more money off of the table from GameStop premiums over the last 3 years than you ever paid for the stock, which really is a testament to how juicy option writing can actually be. That is the killer, the best part of the whole deal. If you can write contracts 3, 4, 5 times a year, take in nowadays $2, $3, $4 per write, you're taking off practically the cost of the stock every year and putting it into your pocket or reinvesting it into your account, growing your retirement account or growing your asset base or diversifying your account. Well done, everybody. I'm proud of you. I'm excited. 1610 to 1620 is the GameStop range right now. SoFi 698 this morning. It's not doing much at this moment either. The post Anthony Noto bought the stock event has come and gone, hasn't it? 48 hours, it's over. A year ago, if I would have told you a year ago that, just read that Anthony Noto bought 200 grand worth of stock for himself, the stock would have gone up 50, 60 cents right away in that same day, and it would have had 3 or 4 days of follow-through volume. We're not getting that anymore on SoFi. It's just not enough. And so I ask myself, what's the future of SoFi shares? Where are they going and when are they going there? And I know that in the next 6 months, less than 180 days from now, I know a few things are going to definitely happen. And the big thing is there will be 2 more quarterly profits released by SoFi. Both will be profits, making 4 quarters in a row that SoFi has made money. So that I know for a fact is coming. And right behind that, the eligibility factor now kicks in for SoFi to join the S&P 500. That kicks in. But 2 more earnings reports means we could have 6 to 8 billion more, maybe 10 billion more in deposits under administration for SoFi. They might be sitting on over 30 billion in deposits, not 20 billion. 30 billion in deposits. Moving them up the ranks of the largest U.S. banks again, perhaps to the top 45, top 50 banks in the United States. Certainly S&P eligible. Could the stock be 12 to 15 to $20? At $20 a share, it's a $20 billion company. Certainly pretty well eligible for S&P inclusion on a cap basis. But hey, what day it goes from $6.97 a share, where it is this second, to $18.50? What's the timing of that exactly? I'd love to tell you that if I could. I scooped up Matterport yesterday, says JJ, at $447.99 on the dip. Well done. This is easy money. I can't believe how easy this is to make money in this market, where you can buy Matterport on the open market for $4.50 a share or whatever it's doing. 451 right now in the open market, pre-market, 451 a share, knowing, we all know, it's a 550 buyout, locked in, approved by both companies' board of directors, done deal. It has to go to shareholders for a vote. It's arriving soon. You'll be able to make your opinion on it. I think it's going to go through. And then they'll close the deal off, and then they'll transfer the money at $2.75 a share, and they'll transfer the CoStar shares to all the Matterport shareholders, and the Matterport shareholders will have been paid off at $5.50 a share, and it's trading at $4.50. This is all going to be done in the next 2 months. 60 days, you can make $1 a share profit on a $4.50 stock. That's 20% is 90 cents. So 22% profit. And if you write contracts against the stock, you write January 2026 contracts for $5.50. Can you still get a quarter for those? Can you still get 25 cents or something for those? You can get that on top of the $5.50. I say thank you very much. I don't know if you can. I'm going to take a look at how the options looked last night. January 26th. Are they still? They're still out there. Yeah, 550s. Yeah, 20 to 25. 30 traded yesterday. What can I say? If you sell fives, if you write your stock, you write a $5 contract, you'll only get 50 cents, which is 550. So you're not going to get anything there. You're better off writing 550s. Yeah, there you go. 3,300 are out there. I don't know if you'll be able to sell them. I don't know if there's any buying interest in it. Let's look at January 25s. What are those going for? 550s for January 25s. 15 cents is what they're showing, so nothing there. And the fives are showing 25 to 35 cents, so you're not going to make any money there. So yeah, you can write the 550s for Jan 26, because the minute that this deal gets done and is swapped out, stock for cash, those contracts don't exist anymore. They're gone. They'll be closed out, and they won't be around till January 26. Yeah, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. Alrighty. Again, I have a poll question for you today. Are you interested in answering the poll question? It is it says, I think GameStop volume is up because a short squeeze has begun and will continue. And there are 144 of you who voted now. Here they come. The votes are coming in. 44% are saying, yeah, I think the shares are up because there's a short squeeze on. And 56% are still saying, no, I don't think so. I think the shares are up for another reason, not for a short squeeze. They're up to $16, $17. Yeah, that's right. That's kind of where they are now. But not because of a short squeeze. There's something else, but it's not. I can tell you, it's nothing to do with the company. They haven't filed anything. They haven't announced anything. They haven't sent anything anywhere. There's no inside memos that are being leaked anywhere. I have no news on GameStop from any kind of source, official or non-official. If any of you know of anything, you let us know. So I think it's an outside group or party, and it might be outside the United States. It might not even be anyone based in the U.S. It could well be hedge fund operators out of Asia, out of Europe. Maybe it's a very wealthy group of investors in the Middle East that notice that they have that there aren't any GameStop stores in Dubai, and maybe they're thinking there should be GameStop stores in Dubai. Maybe they believe, or they've heard the word, there are going to be GameStop stores in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and in Qatar and in Oman and in Saudi Arabia, and where there's dollars being made by a lot of people. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's a 300 store expansion coming up that they're aware of, that is not being talked about from the domestic side, because GameStop doesn't speak. Maybe there's an investor in Saudi Arabia that is negotiating a contract to open GameStop stores in Asia and the Middle East, 500 stores, and they want to buy the whole company and do that at the same time. Maybe that's Could that be it? I mean, this is the thing. When the company doesn't speak, we can say whatever the hell we want. We could be right. Lee, I was thinking about yesterday. I'm thinking of investing in a lesson. I got $1,500 in my savings to start the investment again, as all that I've left with me. Will I be able to write? Will I be able to write? Well, if you have $1,500, you don't have a whole lot of dough to write with, but you probably. It depends on the brokerage firm you're dealing with, what platform you have. In some cases, platforms will insist on at least $2,000 of equity before you can do any writing. I don't know this for a fact because I don't trade, so you have to figure this out yourself. But the knowledge is what you need more than anything else. The dollars will come. You'll find more dollars as time goes by, but the knowledge in the meantime, you need to get your hands on, and you need the knowledge to sink in. My classes to learn how to write stock options, they're not designed where you take a class and 5 minutes later you start to write options. It is not something like that. My classes, there are 17 of them, and they build on each other. So after number one, you take number two, and then number three, and so on, like a college course. And like a college course, if you have if you know someone that's been to college or yourselves, you know that after 2 months of being in college, and you're taking I don't know, journalism, or you're taking accounting or advanced economic theory, you're not ready to be hired by a Wall Street firm after 2 months of college. You're barely ready to be hired after 4 years. And what are you going to do the first 6 months you get to Wall Street? Get me a coffee. I mean, sit there and shut up and watch what I do all day long. And hopefully, you're paired with someone that's going to mentor you, and the two of you have similar interests. Hopefully you like the same sports teams or the same sport, or you have something in common with that person that you'll be able to draw information from. Taking one or two of my classes, theoretically, yeah, you could start to write options perhaps after a couple, but really, I'm thinking 4 to 6 classes after a month of time, because you're going to do a class a week, maybe. Then maybe you'll begin to start. This is not one of these get rich quick in a hurry games. I've said this a million times on my channel, and I don't want to turn people off. I want to be realistic with people and say, look, this is what you can do for the rest of your life as an investor now. You learn how to write stock options today, this week, this year. You'll be able to take this knowledge forever going forward to extract money from the markets by writing options. And you're never going to make $1 million on a single trade. You cannot take $1,500 and turn it into 30 grand in a week or a month. Not going to happen. It's going to take some time. But as you keep writing options and learning the art of writing options and dealing with highs and lows of markets, which they move, you will become very comfortable in the option writing game, and you will become very deadly at it. And you're going to have you're the one with patience. You're the one who can fold your arms and wait for the payoff. Where the gambler on the other side of your trade hasn't got that luxury. They are on pins and needles and walking on eggshells all the time. They're walking on eggshells, nervous about losing everything. As an option writer, you're just sitting there extracting blood all the time. And it can be boring at times because sometimes it's not fast enough for you. But generally speaking, you start looking back a year from now after you've done option writing for a year, and you'll go, oh, look at the trades I've done. Look at how all these trades worked out. Wow, look at that. I made 30% on that trade. I made 80% on that trade. I made 62 on that one, 58 on that one, 79% on that one. And you'll just go, I rarely lose money. I lost money on this trade by writing these options and buying them back, but then I wrote those instead and I made my 80% there. Oh yeah, I win. I always end up winning. Sometimes a casino gambler wins a little jackpot. They win $100. The bell goes off. and then they lose it and lose another 100 right after that. The casino always wins. Welcome, everybody. Aaron, I'm here, Uncle Bruce. Have a great one. Here's a thumbs up, buddy. John Biscuit, 20 billion got wiped off Disney yesterday. How upsetting. Tom Kaufman, hi, Uncle Bruce. Raining cats and dogs here in Connecticut. Welcome from Connecticut, Tom. AstraZeneca withdrawing COVID vaccine. Interesting. John Biscuit, kind of amusing if Disney stocks crash completely and it ends up just being bought out by the Chinese. I don't quite sense that happening. Aaron, the vaccine was a scam. Laughing out loud. Okay. Yes, Tom Kaufman, rain here in Waterbury. Turbo GameStop is the most definitely squeezing. Look at the TA. What is TA? I don't know what that means. Fib time zones today. Something big is happening. What does fib mean? I don't know. There's so many bullish looking at the daily candles inside bar mall. Turbo, I think, is excited and is having trouble spelling and telling us what's going on. But I kind of get the message. Turbo is a fan of what's going on with GameStop. Zach, I'm number 66. Karen, I'm thumbs up 67. Marie, good morning. Luca, I'm thumbs up 69. And ciao, and good morning, everybody. John, disgusting. Splair, I have to roll 6 months further if I want to roll up, says Splair. Lacey, Uncle Bruce, have a look at GameStop calls. 17th May, strikes 17 to 20 have a lot of open interest. Cindy B, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Luca, Uncle Bruce, a couple of questions. Got assigned 200 GameStop at 1340 average, and I want to write a couple of calls to get assigned to get rid of $3 strike Jan 25 from $12 premium. What do you think? Well, if you want to get assigned, you're going to need to write contracts very close in time. The problem with that is you're not going to get much premium. On the other hand, if you write a January 25 $12, you're not getting a lot of premium over and above the value of the contract. So I wouldn't do that either. I would be writing 15s for January, or 16s, or 17s, or 18s. And I would rather take a premium over the price of the stock right now. And if the stock does a little run, you'll be taken out at that premium price and keep the contract premium. So if you get taken out for $2.60 more than your 1340 average, and you can get a $2-3 premium for the contract, depending how far out you go, and now you've been taken out at maybe $17, $18, $19 for a 1340 buy, and that is almost 50% on your money. And I call that making money. Earl, good morning. I'm number 73. L Wash is here. Good morning, everybody. Getting my money right. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Number 74. The Big H is here. I keep hearing talk about a possible gamma squeeze coming soon on GameStop. Turbo, look at unusual whales in the options market on them. It's insanely high. See, Turbo's following this. Amy, number 76. Thank you, Amy. Thumbs ups are coming in. Swear. Star Wars Outlaws is coming out in 2 months, and some other high-quality next-generation games. So it's always smart to get GameStop in economical perspective. There you go. Steven Jackson, Zell ended being like the Super Bowl, Zelly, and the bank charter, and nothing happened. Okay, there you go. Just watching the trailer from it, that game will be huge, wonderful, and gorgeous. So interesting. Picked Nose says no Star Wars game will be a flop. Already getting bad reviews, though. Interesting. John Biscuit, Star Wars is a dying franchise. Splair, is anyone remembering the Hogwarts run last year? We went above $20 suddenly for a short time due to good sales. Stephen Butler, number 66, heading to Ireland tomorrow, buddy. Well done, Magic. This is what we need to hear the truth. This is what we need to hear the truth. All right. Bang Win. There's a running theory that there's going to be a gamma squeeze on GameStop. Options data might shine light on that claim. Divvy Diesel, there isn't 120 million GameStops available to trade. Facts. The volatility is due to the options calls being in the money, and there's likely another 10 million shares in the money next week. Interesting. It must be a lot of turnover then. 120 million volume. John Bisson, I'm amazed why people buy options. I'm just amazed. Not your SoFi. Buy options to sell options. Magic, I've made money buying options. I mostly do, but I'm interested in writing later. But it's slower, I think. Very steady, very slow, very predictable, very good. Turbo, why? Because it's volatile, and if UK you're doing to make crazy gains. I'm not sure what he's saying. Susan Shops, good morning, everybody. I'm thumbs up 86. John Biscuit, then buy a CFD. exactly, says Magic. JJ, Tesla down 2.1% in the pre-market. U.S. prosecutors examining whether Tesla committed securities wire fraud in criminal probe of self-driving claims, 3 sources say. Cal Chipper, Star Wars Outlaws is Ubisoft, so I would be careful. They are very bad at launches. Banglin, how many people are here because of Jackie? Just wondering, Jackie. Magic, just need to be able to do both, but knowing how to write options give you an insight on knowing how to buy them too. And David, it doesn't matter how it launches. Outlaws will make money at launch regardless of how good it is. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I am thumbs up number 88. And Larry, thank you. There are 243 people here. We have 88 thumbs ups. Does that tell you something? They hate my show today. No one likes my show today. We're here with 94 thumbs ups now, and the poll question has 178 votes. People are taking the poll, but they won't give me a thumbs up. We got 44% saying yes. The volume is up on GameStop right now because of a short squeeze. It's begun. And 56% continue to say, nope, I don't think so. I think the stock's up for other reasons. I can't find the other reasons. I'm guessing. That's all I'm left with, and I'm sure you're guessing too. Why are the GameStop shares trading so heavily on volume, and we have no idea why? What's the story here? I wish I could help you. I wish I could be more specific. I'm desperately trying to figure that out myself. But we're watching it, 1610 on GameStop here, 58,000 pre-volume, I think is what I have, which is, nothing. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. 1610, yeah, 58,800. Rocket Lab is down 5 cents this morning. SoFi is down 8. GameStop, it's 1610, down about 20, 21 cents. Matterport is up a penny or two. 23andMe down a penny maybe at 48 cents. Still have no news there. I'm waiting for that. Spire down 2 cents. Smart Rent unchanged. Earnings coming up soon, next week. Apple is up 15 cents. Apple's up. Goldman is up. Cisco's up. Tesla down 640. ARK is down 80 cents. Microsoft down $1. Pfizer down 6. HPQ down 2 cents. Google down 155. Amazon down 165. Nvidia 894.97 down 10.50. Unity down 45. AI down 54. Adobe down $3. Netflix down $4. IBM down 23 cents. Facebook, Meta, down 284. Vanex Semiconductors down 230. Home Depot down $1.50. Enphase Energy down 193. Palantir up a nickel. Uber down 581. And Coinbase down 409. Uber came out with earnings. And then they disappointed the street, apparently. They disappointed the street. They disappointed the street on the gross number of rides they were doing. And so the street is reacting negatively. I don't know if that will last very long. Uber seems to go up and then down and up and then down. We'll follow it. I'm showing the Dow down 77 points right now. 2150 dip on S&P 500. 110-point drop on NASDAQ. We finally are seeing some red on these indexes. It's kind of been a while now, almost a week. We haven't had a down day. Crude oil, 76 cents lower. 77.62 on crude oil. So another $1 drop, and we're into the 76 range, and then we're threatening 75. It's a psychological level. 75 a share is psychologically important. See what's going on there. 1604 on GameStop. Okay. Welcome everybody to the show, to the party, to the hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations of everyone in the world. Welcome option writers to this channel. Congratulations, option writers. Very proud of you, and I'm very excited for what kind of upside you're going to get. 115 thumbs ups. Thank you, those of you, 20 of you who jumped in here, immediately jumped in and gave me a thumbs up. 20 people reacted. We still have 240 watching. We have 115 thumbs up. They don't like the show. We've got 192 votes, though, on our poll question. So we're getting some action there. 44% of you say, I don't think GameStop volume is up because of a short squeeze. 56%, 44% are saying, yes, I do think. 44% of you are saying, I do think that GameStop is up on its volumes right now. 120 million shares in 5 days. because of a short squeeze. And this is going to continue. The no's are 56%. There's no short squeeze, and that's not going to continue. I can only say then that if that's what you think, then the alternative is that someone is buying up the stock to take over the company eventually, or someone is buying up the stock to take over the control of the company. Could be that there's a group buying up these shares to get more votes to defeat the vote and kick out existing managers and directors and officers and put their own slate of people in instead. Maybe that's what's going on. It could be a contentious annual meeting. It could very well be contentious if whatever. I don't know. There's ways for existing management to play all kinds of shenanigan games to deny even motions from making the floor of the annual meeting. There's all kinds of ways to play this game. So it might be a battle of PR. It could well be that a group of investors led by a person, an entity, is leading the charge and is just quietly buying up the stock. And then sooner or later, we're going to get an SEC release, a revelation that entity such and such owns or controls a certain number of shares of GameStop. And if that entity is larger than all the shares that Ryan Cohen has, then there is a larger player than Ryan Cohen in on GameStop. That could be happening. If it's not a short squeeze, that could be it. Now, if somebody wants to take over GameStop for whatever reason, someone wants to take the company over, make it private, and then bust it up, which, you run this company as a private corporation, you do whatever you want. I can imagine that if you don't have GameStop publicly traded anymore, that the next year after it's a private company, the costs of that private company to exist are much lower, because you just eliminated all the listing fees, trading fees, all the filing costs, all of the legal costs to file filings. The auditor costs for public companies are much higher than for private companies. And if you change the jurisdiction of the company to a tax-free country like the Cayman Islands, your reporting costs are now nil. I mean, you're dealing with thousands of dollars a year in fees to run a private company out of the Cayman Islands. Whereas as a public company in America, it's millions a year in fees. That would save millions of dollars right there. Shareholders, would be bought out, so there won't be any shareholders, no PR department, no investor relations department. All kinds of layoffs will take place. I mean, the costs of running GameStop would drop by millions a month, millions, which of course makes it more profitable. And that's what maybe someone is thinking about. They're thinking, I'm going to buy this company now on the open market. I'm going to buy all these shares that are just trading, and then I'll put in a formal takeover offer at a set price for what I don't have, and take the rest of it out. Then I'll privatize the company in the Cayman Islands or the Bahamas or Bermuda or Turks and Caicos or Switzerland or Luxembourg or Channel Islands or I don't know where, somewhere else, Vanuatu. And then I'm going to change the company completely, because we got 1.2 billion cash in the bank, and I'm going to use that money to fund my other companies that I run, to develop them, because GameStop can do whatever I want it to do. I own it. If I'm the only owner, I can do whatever I want with this thing. And if it's in a tax-free jurisdiction where there's no regulations for filing and disclosures, I can do it any way I want. I can pay myself $5 million a month until the money runs out. I can do whatever I want. Maybe that is what's going on here. Maybe there's somebody buying it up now. Every day they let the market drop at the beginning, and then they nibble it up, and then they gather up millions of shares. Yesterday, 24 million more shares were traded. How many were bought by this group? How many of the 120 million have they now picked up? Have they picked up 70 million shares in the last 5 days? They could have. They certainly could have. They're not, the dominant company, but they're 70 million out of 300 million. Do the math. There's 20% right there. They might have to disclose at any time now their position. And that's where I think it gets interesting. If they know that they have to disclose their position by the end of this week, because there's so many days after you break a certain percentage, you have to say to the SEC what you're doing. Maybe they'll grab another 30, 40 million and have 100 million of the 300 million in their hands. Then they show their hand to the world and say, hi, I'm Joe Schmuck. I own 33% of Gamestop. And I want to buy the rest of the company. I want to take it private. That's my intention. Do you think that's going to upset the apple cart with the how many millions of short sales there are out there? And look at Joe Schmuck. Joe Schmuck is going to say, I'll come back to you with a takeover offer after I look at the books and everything. In the meantime, the stock could go to $40 a share on the short squeeze. And of course, making Joe Schmuck very wealthy. And everyone else who owns the stock wealthier, including Ryan Cohen. Joe Schmuck can't come in and say, I'll offer $20 to buy you out because it was trading at 40. You're not going to get it at 20. On the other hand, Joe Schmuck might go, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to buy it. I'll just sell all my stock and just start dumping it and then tell the world I sold it all. I walked away from it. And they tripled their money in 3 months, 2 months, and took $2 billion and made it $6 billion. No one's telling me something else, so I can make up whatever I want to make up. I can come up with any story I want. And maybe this is the story. Maybe this is exactly what's going on. I don't know. Isn't this funny? What else is going on? Uncle Bruce, I still have $13 and $14 calls. I can't roll with losing cash. Is there something different I should do? I would look at writing, look to write 15s or 16s and not 20s. Maybe you can write 15s or 16s going to January of 25, and that might be the way to go on these. You could certainly do that. Absolutely. Even if you can move up $2, $3 in premium, that's to your pocket and a larger gain on the positions, maybe. Stocks at 16, there's your $2 and $3 in the money. So you don't have $10 contracts here. So, score these back and write contracts for $1 more for a lower strike instead of trying to get 20s, trying to blow off 18s or 17s or 16s and take that dough. 101st thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Keep me posted. Uber is down. It is. Tom, is it maybe because of the new SEC cat rules coming soon where short positions have to be reported? Maybe some shorts getting out regarding GameStop. You could be right, but then this phenomenon would be happening on SoFi too, because SoFi has 200 million shorts. It would be even more profound on SoFi, especially with daily volumes. We're only doing 40 million right now a day. What did we do yesterday on SoFi? 31 million yesterday. So can't be that. GI retail coming in and buying. Don't think so. I don't think so. I think this buying is a big entity. Turbo smile here. Shea puts on GameStop. Yeah, puts on cash secured puts. GameStop. Someone pointed this on Reddit. Someone pointed this out. 454 of the last 481 trading days with short volume is above 50% of the total trading. Yesterday's trading was 56.2% short trading. 30-day average 62.8. Short interest 61.1 million. Willie, good comment there and very interesting numbers, isn't it? BP, would a short squeeze on GameStop not move the share price quicker though? Hey, it's up $6 in less than a week. That's 60%. The first $10 the stock moves is the hardest. After it breaks 20, it can go to 30, 40, and 50 like that. You got to get this thing started. And the momentum has started. This is the hardest part. We just did it. That's my thinking, BP. I don't know. We'll see. Shorts are covering and buying shares. I don't know. JR, come on. Everyone, let's get them clams. Aaron, do you think GameStop will ever go back to 300 plus? Well, that would mean $75 a share. And if these guys are truly doing a short squeeze by opening up the market, letting it come in, and buying it up and not trying to look aggressive And then they clean it up to 16, 16.50, and they clean it up to 17, 17 and a half, and they back off. And as long as the stock keeps coming, they're going to play this game. They're going to run it a bit, back away, run it up, back, and buy, and buy, and buy, and buy. When the selling stops, they move up $2, $3, $4 more. And you break out $20 level, $22 level, there might be 50-cent gaps now. Every 10,000 shares, it's another 50 cents higher. And now you get $5 days, 25 to 30. A couple days later, 35. A couple days later, 40. There's nothing to stop it anymore except, and there's buyers everywhere getting desperate. Those of you who are here 3 years ago, you know what happened. You know that once it broke $70, $80, it ran to 200 in like 2 weeks. It ran to 400 a week after that. It didn't take anything to make another double happen. We haven't even started yet on movement. This is early days, but boy, has paper been taken out? Paper has been taken out. Think about it. 120 million have traded out of 300 million. That is 40% of the company has been bought up or traded. If half of it has been bought up, that's 20% of the company has been taken off the street. Available stock, probably more than that. This could be ready to roll. I'm just saying. If shorts are buying, then would the share price not rise quicker? Just like I said. JR, GameStop pops on any kind of squeeze. Will a great time to call credit spreads on covered calls? Yeah, or put credit spreads would be great too. H. Gregory, 129, Bruce. Big E, if there's a 50% tax on US dollar 250, then that's 250.85 plus 250 US dollar. I don't understand what you're talking about. Big E, I do not know what you are saying to me here. GI, old ath on GameStop. The old ATH, all-time high on GameStop is $127 times 4. There you go. Aaron, there was a stock split, so 300 is more like 100 now. 75. 4-for-1 stock split we went through. Aaron, do you think it'll reach that ever again? 127 in a 1 hour time frame. Aaron, sorry, yes, that's what I meant. I was in GameStop prior to the split. Luca, other question was, got assigned more SoFi overnight, and now I hold 2,400 in total at a 1077 average, and I want to write on those out to Jan 25, as I strongly believe from here that it won't go up dramatically. Well, write 8s. Write 9s or write 10s. Write 10s for 2025 and take in, what can you get, a couple bucks for those? And grab that money, sure. And then buy more stock and write more contracts. You can do that too. Yes, I believe so, says G. Luca, I may write 24 calls at 12. Oh, yeah, okay, you can do that. Alfredo, good morning, Bruce. These past few days feels like just old times. Comical name. I'm the 133rd thumbs up, Willie. I'm your 135. Jason Laws, great to see Rocket Lab made an attempt back to 4 in the pre-market. And Walter, I am thumbs up 141. We're opening in 9 minutes, by the way. Lizzie, Uncle Bruce, they could turn off and buy button again, just like, 2020. They could. Will they? Would they dare? Would they dare? Mr. Premium, happy Wednesday. Time to fill our pockets. Jason, I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, the big H, Uncle Bruce, you mentioned paper every now and then. What does that mean when you mention paper every now and then? I have no idea what you're talking about. You got to give me a quote. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates, says the Savage of Wall Street. I'm ready for another day of awesome. Are you ready for another day of awesomeness today? Keep writing them cover calls and give them nothing. Beach Boy, what's up, Mr. Premium? Lissy, Luca, I sold SoFi $9 cover calls for January 2025. I got 93 cents premium. That's how much you're getting. Beach Boy, what's that? David? I don't know what's going on here. Mr. Premium, what's up, Beachy? John Biscuit, some of these comments resemble the inscriptions on the UFO that crashed at Roswell. JR, nothing. Aaron, thanks for the answer, Uncle B. I appreciate it. Savage Wall Street. So we were writing on SoFi 8, 9, 10s now. I like it. The Savage way. Let's go. Again, it's each of you have to decide for yourself. Nob Lurker says, cuz number 2. Turbo ONTA means technical analysis. Thanks. Paper equals shares of the stock. There you go. JR Cuz number 2. Alberto, Tesla coming back to US. Let's get this dinero. Or is it coming back to us? Novel Lurker says, Dad, how's it going? It's 8 minutes to the opening. Welcome everybody to the show. $16 on Gamestop right now. Are you having fun yet? It's going to be a fun day. Thank you all for joining me, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to the show. Man, it's great to see you guys, and it's wonderful to have you here with us today. If you're an option writer, you've learned how to write options. You're learning how to write options. It's easy pickings, actually, isn't it? Many of you know just how lucrative this is becoming for you. And I'm thrilled that you're here sharing your successes with us. Thank you all for joining in, and welcome to the party, pal. Easy money being had. Boy, the NVIDIA credit spreads making, if you're going 100, 150 behind the market, even on dips, let the stock dip and then go 150 behind there and put together a put credit spread. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. May I have another every single time? Boy, this is easy money. Thank you all. Thank you again and again and again. 149 thumbs ups. Look at that number. We are here at 276 watching. We still have 130 slackers who have not stepped up with a thumbs up. Unbelievable. 232 people have answered the poll question. I mean, the poll question is getting the answer. I think GameStop volume is up because a short squeeze has begun and it will continue. 45% say, yeah, I think that's it. At 55% going, I don't think so, Bruce. I think it's something else. Why would it trade 120 million in 5 trading days and the company doesn't say a word? By the way, thank you everybody for these hearts and these emojis and just letting us know we're here, and love you guys. Thank you all so very much. Welcome all to the show, to the channel, to the center where we're looking for dreams to come true, taking money off the table from option gamblers. How easy is this? Folks have become casinos around here. You gotta love this. Very nice shrinkage on Tesla, says dude. JR, Leachy, does Beachy have a twin? Flint Creek, good morning, everybody. Hello there, Flint Creek. Hot Wing Mike, I'm 154 on your thumbs up, Bruce. Your thumbs up meter is going for 200 very quickly here. Thank you, everybody. We're within 46 of 200. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. What is going to happen today? How is it going to happen? Why is it happening? How rich can I get today? How less poor will I be at the end of the day? I am just constantly seeing reports, reading reports, following analysis about higher prices for everything. How I was reading stuff like this has been going on for a while. How the Biden administration is trying to remove junk fees, so that if you're advertised something, a service, a product, a flight, a cruise, a car, and they show a price in the ad, you and I know that none of those prices are accurate. Those are base model for a car, but the vehicle shown is an XLE model, which is 50% more than that one. We know this game. Airfare, $49 one way, Phoenix to Vegas. Yeah, right. By the time you get a seat, take your carry-on on board, get a pillow, you're up to $150. I mean, we know this game. It's pure BS. America is so good at it. It's sad. So I'm happy to see the Biden administration try to rein this in. That's fine with me. We as grown-ups know, but the kids, our children, they're clueless. Let's admit it. Our kids are stupid. They don't know. We know everything. The older we get, we're so smart. Yes. We're so smart that we buy Nike shoes for $300 a pair, $250 a pair. We're so smart. Oh, God. And we're so fashionable. And then we walk into Walmart and we see a 42-inch television for $199.99. And we think to ourselves, or do we think to ourselves, hey, I'm spending more on a pair of running shoes than that television. That's a flat screen TV for a 42-inch TV for $199.99. Why am I buying running shoes that cost $2 to make for $200? Why am I such an idiot? We ask ourselves. And your local state, county, and city that are splitting that sales tax of 7.5% or whatever you're paying out there, 7.5% sales tax on a $200 purchase, $15 is what your state and county and whatever is getting off of you when you buy something for $200. And they say America has very low taxation compared to other countries. Yikes, right? And then you buy those $300 Nikes, and you see kids buying those and they're wearing those, and they're spending $22.50 in tax as 15-year-olds. $22.50 in tax to buy fancy running shoes. Fancy shoes that cost $5 to make. Unbelievable. It's what a country we're in. It's incredible, isn't it? Welcome all. Nice to have you here. Thank you all for popping through here. Larry, please set us free, says Alberta. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy world in which we live. I got to tell you that. Lorraine, I'm number 168, Bruce. Thank you, Lorraine, for being here. And thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you for answering my poll question. Let me know what you think about this poll question. Fire away on it. 169 thumbs ups are here, and 242 votes are in. 242 votes. 45% of you agree with the statement that I think GameStop volume is up because of a short squeeze that's going on right now, and it's going to continue. I have a feeling that if the shares were to break $20 today, the yes side would rise dramatically. I have a suspicion. But at $16 a share, it's just not enough to convince some of you that a short squeeze is going on. And that's okay. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out together. We'll watch it. We'll be here. Where are we going? What else are we going to do? Go back to work in a cubicle? I mean, give me a break. Isn't it something? I heard the other day that a friend of mine was told we have to go back to the office. The company policy is everyone has to be back at the office, and I think everyone was given like a 2-week notice. And the day came, and they came up with a new policy, only 3 days a week. And then they came up with another policy. It's subject to each individual on a one-on-one basis. Check with your manager. And in the case of a friend of mine, not going back to the office at all. Not 1 day a week. Not even 1 day a week. That was reversed completely. That is the reality of corporate America right now, and corporate Canada and corporate other places. Employees are rebelling against their employers and going, screw you, I'm not coming in there. You pay me $200 a month more to compensate me to come in every damn day, because that's what it's costing me with the parking and the subway rides, or however I have to get in there. No thanks. I think you're not paying me enough to come in there every day. Savage Wall Street in California, hotels have to disclose and add the resort fees to their base price. So the Waldorf Astoria Monarch Beach now has to show that extra $75. So a night there is $870 plus taxes, not $795. Isn't that something? TJ Bruce, what is your answer to your poll question? What I think there's a short squeeze going on. That's what I think. Larry Titus is rung the bell. Alex 171. I made it for the open. Welcome, Alex. Richard. Neat. I'm really just JR. Here we go. Look up and go on there, Larry. Ring them bells. Neat. We're running. We're here. We're open, baby. We're starting to trade. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the party, pals. It's nice to see you all here on our show today. From wherever in the world you're watching me from, you are welcome here. And I welcome you with open arms. I thank you for following this channel. Those of you who have become Gold Bagel members, thank you very much. Tonight, 7 o'clock, prime time live with Uncle Bruce. Let's talk whatever you want to talk about. Options, GameStop, SoFi, cash secured puts, credit spreads, covered calls, poor bank covered call writing, the classes, whatever. Gold Bagel members, here we go. Gold Bagel members tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Primetime live with yours truly. Come on around. It's a great hangout show. It's your opportunity as a Gold Bagel member to talk to me. We don't have to worry about the markets getting in the way of anything. Yeah, fantastic. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for becoming Gold Bagel members. All of you who have become Gold Bagel members, you're getting your benefits from earlier shows, 8 o'clock every morning instead of 8:30, and also Wednesday night primetime live. We try to throw in a couple of trades in there for you from time to time and try to keep you in the chips. Way to go, kids. If you're a Gold Bagel member and you want to get into the Discord group, send me a private email and let me know. Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. My handle is so-and-so. I would like to join the Discord group. I will get you info to get you over there. And you can hang out with the viewers of this channel, the greatest viewers on YouTube. And you'll be talking to option writers, fellow option writers like yourself. Way to go, kids. Mandu, thank you, Larry. Cindy B, paper is money. Money is paper. Let's go, baby. We're down 23 on the Dow, down 20 on the S&P, we're down 115 on NASDAQ. I'm guessing, let me double check. My big SI pad is probably behind at the moment. GameStop right now, 1588, down 43 cents. SoFi, 699, down 7. NVIDIA, 898, down 689. ME down a penny. Matterport down 2 pennies. Dow is down 25. Now, back to the other markets. Over on the S&P, we're down 20. And on NASDAQ, down 96. Oil down 60 cents a barrel at the moment, and that puts oil at 77.79. Okay, a couple of bucks from here, $75 a share. That's the reality. Rocket Lab, 391, down 6 cents, trying to come back to +4 again. AI is down 82. Super Micro Computer down 14.85. We've got Adobe down $1.95. Uber down 6.38 right now. We've got Apple up a nickel. Tesla down 6.30. Enphase down 270, Netflix down 53, AMD down 169, Unity sitting at 24.30, down $1. Google down 177, Moderna down $1, Cisco up 3 cents, Pfizer down 20, Microsoft up down 155. IBM is up 24, HPQ is up 11, Amazon's down 91, Home Depot down 260. Vanik Semiconductors down 165. We've got, let's see here. There we go. No idea where I am here. Everything just went. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Goldman down 2 cents. Boeing up 39. Meta down 99. Target down $1. JP Morgan up 13 cents. Costco down a dime. $771 on Costco. The high, 52-week high, 787. Very close to the highs of this stock for the year, maybe all-time highs. I'm not sure. Way to go, Costco. Walmart, $60, up a penny. Disney, 105, down 18. Looks like the fall is over. American Airlines down a nickel. AMC down 7. DraftKings down 67 cents. Royal Caribbean down 78. So more red than green so far, but we've had 5 straight up days. Kind of, maybe time for a little turnaround there. A look at that, says Savage of Wall Street. Those GameStop $15 covered calls sold a few days ago are not $345 anymore. They're not a cheap they're not a cheap 250. Come on, kids, buy some calls to the moon. There you go. Number 180 on the thumbs up meter, it says Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Fantastic. Appreciate you there. 1592 on GameStop now. 1592 on GameStop. And that's the story. I'm sticking to it. There you go. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Yeah. Let's see what is going on here. Can I do this level 2? I don't know how to do that. I'll try this. What about that? And this, that, and other things. Well, that's not working. Of course it's not working, Bruce. You can do better than that, Bruce. Okay, I'm doing better than that. Don't mind me talking to myself. I make sense to myself when I talk to myself. Okay, here we go. I've got the level 2 up now. So I see GameStop at 1597 right now. 1597, down 35 cents. And we've traded 522,000 shares so far on GameStop today. There's, again, hundreds for sale, like 100 at 1604, 200 at 1605, 100 at 1606. I see nothing for sale of any significance until 1620. And even there, I don't see anything. We're now 1608, by the way. Just cleaned out all this 1590 to 1610 stock. Very interesting patterns as usual on the GameStop shares. Is there a short squeeze going on? Is there a buyer gobbling up all this GameStop that comes in every morning now for 5 days in a row? Just been buying it up. 583,000 have traded in 7 minutes. This is representing 5 million an hour at this pace. 5 million shares an hour. Just buying it up. There's only 300 million out there. Think about that. 5 million an hour, 300 million total. 60 hours. That's all you need of trade time to take it all out. Not that every single stock's available. I'm talking about maybe 50 to 100 million are available, really. And maybe this buyer is getting a third of all this stock. 200, by the way, 620,000 traded now. Are they getting a third of all this stock? 200,000 more this morning out of a possible 100 million to get. They've got 40 million already. Third of 120. They got 40, and now they're going for 50 million and 60. Is this it? Is this the deal? Is this all it would take? Is it all we need to see? Do we only need to see an outside buyer get their hands on maybe 60 to 80 million shares of SoFi of GameStop to put a squeeze on GameStop to 25, 35 a share? Could that be the whole? Is that the whole plan? Is that was your whole plan? Get her? Is that it? I don't know. 15.60 now. We just dropped 50 cents. 15.60. So the buyers got hit, but the buyer who got hit went, okay, I'll back off and take it. If you're going to sell to me, I'll back off and keep buying it. Give it to me. Yeah, of course I'm smarter if I can buy it cheaper. Why should I chase it? I'm wondering how this is playing out. I really wonder. And then we get this, it could have been a short seller attacking this buyer, right? And just not nailing it back to 15.50. Now at 15.60. But then again, on the other side, after the shorter gets off 500,000 shares or whatever the sell is, 100,000, whatever it is, 730,000 traded now. Does the buyer come back in and just start buying it up again and run it back to 16.20 and just frustrate the hell out of the shorters? As the shorters get higher and higher in number, this buyer just keeps taking them on and saying, I got billions. Give me this stuff. I'm taking this company private. That's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to buy this company and take it over. I'm going to put a squeeze on it first. Maybe the final price is $50 a share. Would you take $50 a share to be bought out on your GameStop? If you've got $10 deep in the money calls on GameStop and they're worth $40 a share, you get offered that to take a hike, would you consider taking that deal? You've done subsequent writes and rewrites and rollovers and all the way up, and now you're getting this. You guys are going to be the chips here, looking good. Okay, Savage of Wall Street. Man, look at those $100 August 9 SoFi covered calls. I sold for 65 cents last week. They're now 30 cents. This is beautiful. Thank you, gamblers. There you go. Well, Savage is making pennies. Taking pennies. 15.65, 66 on GameStop now. 796,000 shares traded so far in 10 minutes. So 6 times this, 6 times 800,000, 4.8 million an hour. That's the rate at the moment. Nvidia's at $900. It's up only off $5 now. It was lower than that. Apple is down 27 cents. Tesla is down 570 at 172. The spiders are down 135 right now. Okay, everybody. AMC is down 10 cents a share. Is that right? Yeah, it looks like about 10 cents a share or something like that. Yeah, that's what's going on. I see here. Welcome everybody to the party. Dow is down 28. Matterport down 2 cents. ME down a penny. Nvidia at 900 now. SoFi 698 down 8. GameStop 1548 down 83 on GameStop. Rocket Lab 392 down 5. AI down 88. And Adobe down 193, Uber down just 340. It's coming back quickly. Apple down 22, Tesla down 579, Enphase down 230, Netflix up 259, AMD down 52 cents. So it doesn't look like a deep sell-off happening here at all. The Dow's only off some 30 points. Not much to worry about there, I think. Let's see here. The Big E, that was my guess. Why Matterport sits around 450 versus 550, I don't know. I think, though, Big E, my hunch on this, when the official Documentation is delivered via electronic transfer and all that through your broker for your vote to take the deal. Then the stock will start to climb back to 5. And then after the vote is announced that the deal has been accepted, 525 to 535 will be the trading range pretty quickly. And then the closing date of the deal will bring it to the 540, 45 level. And then in the last few days, it'll be 545 to 550. So in theory, you could ultimately just sell your stock and not even give it to them, or you could commit to taking that offer. One way or the other, you're going to get 550 for a 450 stock, or right now 445. So, you decide how, when, and where, how many. It's easy money. It's just easy. It's easy money. It's not exciting. I'll grant you that. But if you had $445,000 and you could turn it into $550,000 in 2 months, would you consider that exciting? A $95,000 gain in like 60 days? Cheers, everybody. That's what Matterport is. I don't know how much easier it can get. This is easy.
That was easy.
There it is. I mean, it's official.
That was easy.
It's official how easy it is. Anyway, the Dow is only down 15 points by the buy. In case anyone's been paying attention, we're now down just 12. We're at 901.50 on NVIDIA. We're only down $4 here. SoFi 698, GameStop 1540 to 41, 37 to 40 right now on GameStop. Volume 1 million shares. This is the exact playbook they did the last 2 days. It opens with a little bit of a flare, then they back off and let the stock come in and let people panic to get out, thinking, well, that was it. It could only get to 1740, and now it's at 15. I'm getting out. That's it. It's over. And then they turn around and they just buy it up for half an hour, and then up it goes. And it goes to a new high. Will today's high be a newer high than the high we had before? Can they go to $18 to $20? I'm saying yes, it could. But will it is the question. Will versus would. I don't know. I'm here to watch it, though. 1549, we just had a buy wave come in on GameStop. Just a buy wave just came through. Rocket Lab 391. Welcome everybody to the show. 900 a share, 901 a share on NVIDIA. Looks like kind of fun there. Apple 182, down 50 cents. Tesla at 172, 173, down about $5. 1548 to 1550 on GameStop. Down 83 cents right now. 1.13 million, another 100,000. There's volume here. This is the thing we cannot ignore on GameStop. 3 weeks ago, after 15 minutes of trading, we had 105,000 trade, 150,000 trade. Here we are, 15 minutes into the session at 1.15 million volume on GameStop. At $15.50 a shot. This is money. There's money coming into this thing. A lot more trading than before. Something is going on and is not being led by company people that I can tell you about from what I can see here. Doing the best I can with what I got. Trying to figure this out for you. Okay. The Dow down 15 points. Matterport 444.5. Bargoon ME at 48.8. On 53,000, very quiet, no official news yet, nothing yet. 901.25 on NVIDIA. SoFi 698, GameStop 1536 to 44, 1546 now. Rocket Lab 390, AI down $1 at the moment. Super Micro down just 950, not down 15 anymore. Okay, 1548 on GameStop. Climbing back to this 1550 area. Trying to get back to the 1550 area, it would seem. 1.18 million, almost 1.2 million traded on the GameStop shares. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us and being here with us today from wherever in the world you're watching me from. It's good to have you here. We got 191 thumbs ups going through today. Thank you. We have 270 votes in on our poll question. 44 to 56% is the result here. 44% are saying yes. I do think GameStop volume is up because of a short squeeze that has already begun. And I think it's going to continue. And 56% are going no waivers out of 270 people. 56% saying, I don't think so. I don't think that's what's causing this volume surge. There's something else causing this volume surge on GameStop. We're showing now 1560, by the way. We just jumped another 25 cents here. 1565 right now. 1567, 1570 looks like we're about to see here. Yep, 1572. We're moving higher. 74. We're down 50-something cents now. 1572 to 74 at the moment. 1580. We just jumped again another nickel here. Yep, 1580. 1.3 million. 1581 coming through right now. The range of the stock, the low is 1533 about 8 minutes ago, maybe. Now we're at 1578 to 80 on 1.32 million. So we're coming higher. The high was 1612. That was just at the opening. So that's what I'm seeing right now. Everyone, thank you. Hot wing Mike. You can get $1 for GameStop 17s expiring in 2 days. Talk about free money. Not your SoFi. Smiling. Dollars and dollars. There you go. Yeah, easy money. 1566, 1570 on the GameStop shares. Okay, that's what I got going on. Everyone, thank you and welcome to the party, pals. Joining in on the fun. 193 thumbs ups are in here. 271 votes on the poll question. Thank you for being part of the show and being part of the action. 1574, 75 now. Again on GameStop on 1.35 mil. 908 on NVIDIA. We're plus $3 on NVIDIA. We've gone green on NVIDIA. The shares of Apple are down 18 cents. We're climbing there. We're only down 450 now on Tesla. We're climbing there. We're only down 76 cents on SPYs. Climbing there. 1573 to 1577 to 1581 on GameStop. Bang, bang, bang. Just jumping higher, down 49 cents. 1582 has just been traded here on GameStop. There is a wave of buying coming in again, taking out selling. And there seems to be more buyers present overall than sellers present overall. There's a block of 3,000 available at 1608. I wonder if that's going to be taken out at any moment. It's worth 1582.84 now. We could see a 20-cent jump and take that out. I just wonder. Just saying, 1583, 88, 1587. Here we go. 3,000 at 1617. Other than that, there's not a lot there. 1588 now. 1592 now on GameStop. 1.4 million, another 100,000. Going into the 1590s now on the trades. There's 3,000 at 1607 and 3,000 at 1624 available. Other than that, it's 1 or 2 or 300 shares every penny. That's all there is. Sand, 1.43 million. Okay. Here it goes. Are they taking a run at 90 again? Yeah, they just took out the 90. 1590 is gone. 1593, 4, 5. Here we go. Going through 1595 now. Taking all that out. Again, it's a buy wave, and then they back off, and then there's a buy wave, and they back off, and a buy wave every time. And the selling is 1s and 2s and 300s only at each penny on the way up here. There's nothing to stop this stock from taking a shot. Just saying, it's pretty obvious here. It's can I say 908 on NVIDIA. We're up 220 on NVIDIA. 908 a share on NVIDIA. Apple down 3 cents, 4 cents. That's it. Apple's only down 3-4 cents. Tesla down 470 now. $15.93 on GameStop, down 38 cents. Coming on with 1.5 million shares, 15.94.95. And those sellers, there's one at 16.17 for 3,000 shares. That's only 48 grand worth of stock. That's not going to stop this. 3,000 shares is not going to stop this rally, is it? I don't think so. 15.97.98. Going back to 16 here. We're going into $16 a share on your GameStop. 15.97.8 right now. And the buying is it just comes in 1.52 million, another 20,000. So there you go. Just boom. Just lovely, says dude. It is lovely. I like this game. It's kind of fun. I like following this game. 908 on NVIDIA. NVIDIA up 360 now, 909. We've got Matterport down just 2.5 cents. The Dow down 11 points. ME down a penny. SoFi at $7, down 7 cents. It refuses to back off. SoFi seems to have said enough is enough. GameStop 15.98 right here, just went through again. Coming at the 6. Oh, here it goes at 16. It's going to go through at 16 here. Watch. There you go. Here's another run at it. Here it comes. Here it's gone. 16 went. It traded. There's the trade at 16.09, 18. That 3,000's gone. Now stock at 16.44, 16.17 just jumped. 16.20. We're only down a dime. 16.23. We're down like 8 cents. 24. Just had a jump through 1.64 million. 100,000 just got bought up. Gone. Bang. Boom. Just like that. 16.23. 16.25. Down 5 cents. Now we're rolling. We're going green on GameStop. We're going to go green on GameStop. 16.30. We're within a nickel here. 16.30. We're within pennies. We're green. We're going green on GameStop. Any moment here, it'll be official. It'll be green. 3 cent drop on the day. 16.30 down a penny. 33 up. 16.33 up 2 cents. GameStop is green. 34, 36, 37, 38. Boom, 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 boom. Taking it out to 3. There's nothing at 16.44 anymore. There's now 4,000 at 16.63. There's 4,000 available. There's 3,100 at 16.76. For shorters trying to get out, they're going to run this another 40 cents if they have to get out. That's what's happening. 16.35 now. We're green on GameStop at 1.77 million. Just running. This is nothing, says SoFi. Yawn, man. It's a yawn fest, Bruce. There's nothing going on. Well, Nancy, I think there's something going on. What about that? Oh, my. 16.27 to 16.30. And they are there is buying coming into the GameStop strike. 1.83 million. Okay, there you go. I'm just following what I'm following, seeing what I'm seeing. The Dow's down a point. The Dow is only down a point, people. Yes, we're going green on the markets. We're down 9 on S&P. We're down 54 on NASDAQ. I can see the Dow and the S&P going green in a moment. Treasury yield is up, the 10-year, for the first time in 6 sessions. It's finally up a little bit. All right. Let's see. Okay. 16.15 again on GameStop. 16.15, 16.17. And we're watching the volatility of that stock, aren't we? $7 on your SoFi. NVIDIA 906. ME down 1 cent. Matterport down 2 cents. The Dow down 8 points, getting ready for another rally. Money is coming into the markets here. There does not seem to be a desire to drop these markets. They want to go higher. All right, down 9 on the Dow, down 9 on S&P, down 52 on NASDAQ. Oil down 70 cents a barrel. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Shrinkage, baby, says dude. It's all about shrinkage. Yes, sir. Oh, my. As an option writer, you get to sit back and watch all this activity. You just get to follow all this activity. You just watch it happen, and you you sit here with your arms folded and going, well, I took in a 350 credit on those NVIDIA put credit spreads, $350 per contract pair that I did. I did 10 of them. I brought in $3,500, and I'm going to clear about $3,000 of that in the next week. I don't make that much at work. I don't get 3,000 a week from my boss. I get 3,000 a month. Maybe in 3 weeks, make that much money. I don't make it in a week. I get 150,000 clear from my boss. Are you kidding me? My boss doesn't make that much money. This is the difference between writers and non-writers. As you get into option volumes, you start writing 20 $350 put credit spreads, bringing in $7,000 and giving back 2 and keeping 5 in 2 weeks, and then doing it again for another 2 weeks. You bring in $10,000 for the month, and you start doing the calculations. I mean, you can't help it because you got time. You're folding your arms and you're figuring out, I'm making $10,000 a month writing options. In my day job, I got to make 16,000 a month to get 10,000 net. I mean, the 6,000 is going to come off in deductions. I never got 16,000. That's 200,000 a year. Who's going to pay me 200,000? I'm lucky to get 80, 90, 100,000. I'm told at 120, I'm the top paid person in my department. I'm not getting a $500 raise out of these guys. I can't get anything out of them. The other thing you'll figure out is once you start breaking 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month, you'll do another calculation. You'll go to Google and you'll enter a little question in Google, and you'll go, what do the top 20% of Americans make every year, or 20% Canadians? How much money a year do you need to generate in revenue to be a top 20 percenter, a top 15 percenter, a top 10 percenter? You'll start zeroing in on that, because as an upper middle class person, you're quickly realizing I'm in the top 15 percentile of earners in North America. 85% of people in North America make less than I make, just sitting at home writing options and hanging out with Uncle Bruce. Are you kidding me? Are you? No wonder there's only 290 people here. There's a reason why there aren't 10,000. 290 people have taken the time and the effort and the brain power to understand how to write options. And they've taken the classes, and they've hung out with the gang. They hang out with them on Discord. They do one-on-ones with Uncle Bruce from time to time to learn how the art of writing options. And the art of writing options allows you to generate 5,000 every 2 weeks, 8,000, 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. And you quickly figure out at 30,000 a month coming in, I'm in the top 10% of American average wage generators. You can get to 40, 50,000 a month. You're now pushing the top 7.5% of American. You're ahead of 92.5% of everyone else on cash flow. We only go around once, There is no do-over in 50 years when you get reborn and you wake up one morning and you're 28 years old and you can go out there and do it right this time. There is no do-over. This is the over, the do, now. And people are going, my God, I can't believe the difference in my life from generating. I was generating 80,000. My wife's generating 60,000. We're making 140,000 a year. We got 2 kids, and we're just going paycheck to paycheck, because after deductions and all the property taxes and the insurance costs, the car payments, the mortgage, and heating and plumbing and emergency repairs and clothing and soccer lessons, and we have no money left over. We are classic middle class people who are just spending everything we get and getting nowhere ahead on a big scale whatsoever. And then you start doing this little side gig over here, writing some options from time to time, and you started bringing in 1 or 2, 3,000 a month on the side and going, well, this is kind of nice. This is helping. This is $3,000 a month. I wish I was getting as a raise, but I'm not going to get as a raise. I'm not going to get a promotion. My wife isn't getting promoted. There are 10 people ahead of her. There are 20 people ahead of me. We are stuck here for another decade. Now we've got $2-3,000 coming in over here. Hey, okay, let's knock off that Amex bill. Let's knock off that MasterCard. Let's knock off that these, or let's throw $1,000 a month at each one of them, and just one every month, one, knock them down, knock them down, knock them down, knock them down. Credit, there's credit available on your credit cards. And now you zero in and go, okay, there's one with a $3,000 balance, one with an $8,000 balance, and one with a $15,000 balance. Let's knock off that 3,000 card and make it zero. So 1 month you just zero in and you get rid of it. The other two you make minimum payments. The next month you're zeroing in on the second card, and you're now throwing $2,500 a month at it and $500 at the big one. And after 4 months, it's gone, and now you only have one card left, and it's got 12 grand to go, and it's $3 a month every month until it's gone. And then surprise, 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 you get emails and letters in the mailbox offering you zero interest on your credit card balance transfers or cash advances, zero interest for a year. Like, wow, wow, wow. And the game is played where people owe 15 grand on this card, they owe 10 grand on this card, they have a $15,000 line of credit on that card with no debt, and that card offers them 0% interest. And they grab 14 grand of that for zero, and they knock off card number 2 and make it zero. And now they have zero interest on 14,000, no debt on number 2, and only debt on number 3. And within a month or 2 or 3, guess what? Card number 2 comes around and says, how about zero interest on 15 grand on that 15 grand limit? And you apply for a $5,000 increase in the credit line, they give it to you. It's all automatic. Just hit the button. And now you can pull 18 grand, knock off the big card, and pay it off in full and not have interest on that. So now you're carrying credit card debt at 0% across the board, and 3,000 is coming in, 4,000 is coming in, 5,000 is coming in from option premium, and you are knocking off zero interest debt while growing your income. And by the time these zero interest deals expire, you don't have any debt to pay anymore. You paid it off, and you don't owe them any money on all 3 cards. And you're sitting there going, well, we're bringing in $4,000 or $5,000 a month now in option premium because of Uncle Bruce. What do we do now? This is awesome. We just also reduced our cost of living by $2,000 a month because we don't have those $2,000 a month minimum payments anymore. Well, hey, 5 grand is coming in. 2 grand doesn't have to go out. That's a $7,000 differential in our overheads. Which one of us can quit our day job? Did we want to take? My spouse and just have her be a part-time employee now, and the other time goes to the kids instead of daycare? That could reduce our expenses by $2,000 a month. How about this game being played? A complete change of the lifestyle around the house, and the kids have mom and dad around all the time rather than part-time parents. Talk about a change in the world. Yes, Hot Wing Mike, I got to go to work. Got to make money, my friend. Well, morning, Bruce. Been a minute. Wondering what the group is looking at for option writing. Also, cash secured puts. Hope you've been well. Markets look red. Someone's cashing in. Welcome, Will Carruthers. Nice to have you in, my friend. Nice to see you. Yes, indeed. We are seeing people do cash secured puts. We see people doing credit spread trading. We see people doing poor man covered call work. We're following GameStop right now. It's $16 a share. What's going on here? 2.5 million traded in 36 minutes. Yeah, that's 5 million an hour. We're on our track for another 20 million share day at this pace. That would put 140 million through the system in 6 days. There's only 300 million in existence here. So what's going on? Yeah, kind of fun. We got a lot going on here. Apple is down 60 cents. Tesla down about $5. The Dow is down 10 points, and 910 on the Nvidia. We're up $4 bucks, 450. So there you go. 698 on SoFi. Matterport sitting at 443, and ME at 49 cents. ME is a takeover target from the CEO of its company. Matterport is being taken over at 550. It's trading at 443. Bargain there. Rocket Lab 391. Absolute joke of a price. That should be $8 a share right now, based on all metrics of the company's activity, business, back orders. the financing they put together, cash on hand. I mean, my goodness. But, markets are markets, and sometimes they are realistic and sometimes they aren't. And now, speaking of markets, GameStop 16.23 just jumped 20 cents in 2 minutes. Again, here we go for another run on GameStop. The high of the day on GameStop, 16.39. That was the high so far on GameStop today. 20 cents higher than where we are now with an 18-cent gain. We're at 617 to 620 at the moment. And there's 3,300 for sale at 1625, 1,000 for sale at 1632. Other than that, 100 share blocks and 200 share blocks. That's all that's available on GameStop. We're now at 1624. A moment ago, we just hit that. They're taking a run at that 24 block. Now it's a 1625 block. The seller went back a penny to 1625. So 16, 17, 19 right now, and there's nothing at 20, 21, 22. There's nothing there. Here we go, 16, 24, 25. We're coming to it right now. They just took everything out right up to 1624. They are coming in with market buy orders to take out whatever they got. 1625, there's 3,200 available, and we're trading at 1621 right now. It's just going through like wildfire. 2.62 million, 1624, 1632. That block is gone. That stock is gone. 1632 right now, and there is nothing for sale until you get to 1657 to 1660. There's your next 3,000 share for sell orders. There's nothing in between hundreds and 200s. That's all. Just little blobs of stock. 1632, we're unchanged right now. We're about to go higher on GameStop. These buyers keep coming in with 2.7 million traded. There's a buyer buying up anything you want to sell. Just you want to sell it, offer it, I'll take it off your hands. That's what they're doing. They're just buying at 1635 right now. Here it is. Nothing for sale until 1657. There's 3,000 available at 1657, and we're trading at 1631, 32, 33, 34 right now. That's it. It's like market buy orders are coming in. Just 5,000-10,000 at a time. 5,000-10,000 at a time. 5,000 at market. Give it to me. Gone. 5 more. Gone. 5 more. Gone. Then they back off for 5 minutes. Stock triples in. Boom. 10,000 at market. 10,000 at market. 10,000 at market. Taking it out. This is serious stuff. We have hit 88 miles an hour already. It's already happening. The market just doesn't get it. The whole market, we'd be at 25 million right now if the market got it. But they're not aware that at 1627 to 1635, there's a buyer buying every GameStop share coming up for sale. That's what's going on. I'm telling 245 people that, and it's not getting out there. Just and that's okay. Now, if each of you can tell 10 friends, and then they can tell 10 friends, that there's a buyer buying every single share of GameStop for sale, that might make a difference on the stock. But I don't know. Are we having fun? Not your SoFi. Mine, all mine again. I think I'd like some popcorn right now. I'm loving the show. 1631. Here it is. Just this, we're unchanged right now. Unchanged. We were unchanged all day yesterday. Here we are. We're still here. Why isn't this stock back at $10 a share? Why isn't it back at 10, 11? Why doesn't it go down to 12? It doesn't back off. Day after day now. This is 5 days in a row. It is not going back there. It's all been bought up. The shorters, I would be panicking right now if I were a shorter. I would be panicking. And I mean multi-million share short. I'm not talking 500 shares or 1,000 shares. It's nickels and dimes. I'm talking about 5, 10, 20 million shares short, especially on the derivatives market. I would be really nervous because it is so easy with barely like a lousy $1 billion of cash can run this market to $25 a share. It would take nothing. But they're not that stupid. They're not just going to run it. They're going to move it and back off and suck in some more shares. Every share you could buy at $15, $16 is stock you don't have to buy at 25 and 30. Buy it here. Why buy it there next week when you could buy it all here, and there will be nothing at 30 for sale, nothing at 40, nothing at 50. That's how you run a market. That's how you get a short squeeze going. You buy up the cheap stock while you can, and that's what happened the first time around. Everyone seems to forget that Ryan Cohen bought stock between $6 and $16 a share to get 13% of the company. Nobody remembers that. He only put $78 million into the stock back in 2020. He only put in $78 million, and he got the biggest block of free trading shares. That created a short squeeze to $500 a share. At one point, Ryan Cohen was sitting on $7 billion. I can't remember. 10 times $1 billion. He took $78 million and turned it into $1 billion. It didn't stay there. We know that. But boy, he's done well, hasn't he? And still, at $16.30 a share right now, that's $64. He doesn't have a $64 average. No way. He's got a $12 average, a $14 average at most. And he's sitting at 64, right? So interesting, isn't it? Fascinating, Captain. Absolutely fascinating. As Spock would say, fascinating, Captain. 16:30 on the GameStop. 16:30 on the GameStop right now. There you go. 31, 32, 33. Just an old guy with 45 years experience watching this happen again. I've seen this picture before. I've seen this movie and spin-offs of it. Sharon, for the new ones here, can someone give an example of a trade they've just entered and its expiry and how they expect to profit? I only watched class 1 or 2 so far. So if any of you are veterans of how this works, can you let Sharon know kind of a typical 1-week expiry situation where you've written a credit spread on a Monday and on Friday the whole thing just collapsed out? How does this work? I mean, I'm looking at NVIDIA right now, 903 a share. If you were to do 760 to 780 puts on a credit spread, which class 1 or 2 isn't setting you up for, I have to admit, you might bring in a $2 credit that expires this Friday or next Friday, and your stock stays over $780 a share. It's 904 right now. Those contracts will all die worthless. You keep all the money. You keep the $200 for every, maybe you put up $2,000 and you clear 200 on it. You made 10% in a week and a half. Not a bad return on your money, if you do that every week and a half. Here, dude, NVIDIA, Tesla, Microsoft for me at this time. Those are the ones I'm using that I'm doing my trades on credit spread wise. If you're going to do call writing, if you own shares of 100 shares of a stock, you can write a call option against it. So I would be writing out of the money call options that expire in the next month or less as my first trade. And so I don't know what stock you have, but if you did have GameStop and it's trading at $16.30 right now, and you wrote $18 calls that expire, in 2 weeks or a month from now, you'll get a couple of bucks for those. I'm pretty sure. The further out you go, the more you're going to get. And if the stock stays under 18, those contracts are worthless, and you keep all the money. You can write $20 calls on GameStop for January 2025. What can you get for those? $3 right now, something like that. And that's all your money too. Anyway, there you go. Dude, this is for spreads. Dude, SoFi, Rocket Lab for cash secured puts, CLSK, SoFi, GameStop, AI for covered calls. There's an overall example of what you can do with different stocks and different strategies. And some are more aggressive, some are more conservative, and you'll find your niche. If you've taken class 1 and 2, keep going. Get up to 5 or 6. You may want to, at that time, hit me up for a one-on-one, and we'll go over what your portfolio is and your situation is. How old are you? Are you still working? Do you have cash flow? What's your retirement look like? What assets do you have, and where do you have them? Do you have to make arrangements and changes, and do you have to do shifting of assets to maximize option revenue into you? That's what we'll talk about and go from there. By the way, the Dow's up 11 points, by the way. So yeah, there you go. The Big T says recommending a spread at Class 2 might be a bit far-fetched. Do a cash secured put or sell a covered call. Spreads can get you in trouble if you're not careful. You do want to move up on the classes. I agree with that. You definitely want to be into the teens. But that's the best thing about this channel. If you've been around here long enough, you've learned so much about option writing in 3 years. Remember, if you're new here, you are reading people's comments, some of who have been here for 3+ years and have been writing options now for that long, and you're brand new. So you've got to give yourself 6 months to catch up with us minimum, and that's just being prudent and reasonable. And you will get the hang of it too. You'll notice this lingo here becomes second language to you, becomes very common. This is what happens all the time. But for my newbies, there's 250 people here. I don't know how many of the 250 are brand new to this channel. Maybe 50 are less than 90 days. You're learning every day more and more about the options market, and you're figuring out from everyone here just where it's at and what's going on with it. And there will come a point in time you'll tune into my show and you'll go, I know everything they're talking about. I understand everything they're saying today. I didn't yesterday, but now I do. The turning point comes, and it can come quickly. What else is going on here? Alex, Sharon, on Gamestop, I've got covered calls at 12 and 13 that expire June, July, and October. You could buy 100 times GameStop at about $1,600 and write a $17 call and then watch what happens. JR, I don't know. Without Gil pumping the stock, and the number of returners who get a bit burned in 2020 doesn't seem likely. Who knows? We have a whole new wave of people, and we have a bunch of folks who were here before still around. You never know. JR, like GameStop is going to shoot the moon anytime soon. I don't know. I'm just saying the volume speaks volumes to me. That is one thing I will go with. 1633 now. We're up a little bit on GameStop. 1633. There is nothing for sale. Nothing. Not even 1,000 shares offered anywhere up to 1648. Not even 1,000 shares anywhere up to 1648 on GameStop that I'm seeing here right at the moment. Not any order. Nothing. It's 1s, 2s, 3s, 400s. The odd. There was one at 900 at 1646. There isn't even 1,000 share block for sale on GameStop. Almost up to 1650 now. And we're kind of breaking even at the moment. We're at 905 on NVIDIA, down 14 cents. So we're about to go green again. Apple at 182, down 40 cents. Tesla down 420. The spiders are down 68 cents. The Dow's up 6 points. There it is. Let's see here. What else is going on? Yeah, the Big T, you can also paper trade if your broker can help you a lot understanding different trades. Dude, Sharon, take all the lessons before you get too deep or get a one-on-one to fill the gaps. The Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, that's it. I'm the kindest man ever. I have 2 GameStop $15 cover calls expiring next week. Already rolled once and I took in $1. Now I'm willing to roll to July 17th for $2.45 so I can help those gamblers. I'm that nice. That's how nice I am. These contracts are so cheap that I can roll them and take in more money and let the gamblers in on another trade. Sharon, I have classes 1 to 10, but I've only watched 1 or 2 twice each so far. Sharon, well done. You're doing it right. Rewatch those and then go to number 3. Go to number 4, rewatch those, and go to 5. Go to 6. Take your time. It's the rest of your life. That's what you're going to do here. You're going to be able to write options forever, for as long as you're around. So take your time, learn what we're doing, watch what we're doing. You can paper trade trades on some of these platforms, so you can trade contracts and earn while you learn paper trading, and then eventually make your first move. Maybe have a one-on-one with me when you're ready for something like that. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Alex, Savage of Wall Street, is an all-American hero. Such kindness this man gives everyone. Pickno says, the spreads for June, July, October are all the same. No respect to time value. It's very annoying. Again, I'm not sure what stock he's talking about, but whatever. 1603, 1604 on GameStop. We were just at 1630. See the pattern? They run it, they back off. They buy it up, they back off. They buy it up, they back off. They're going to keep doing this until the stock stops coming in at these levels. As soon as the stock stops coming in, they will step up and pay more. But as long as sellers get nervous, every time they back off, they jump in and sell. These guys are going to do this. This is a great way to play this game. Now, it could be short sellers are coming in with a wave of selling to try to knock this buyer off their perch, not knowing who they're dealing with. And again, I don't know who they're dealing with, but this individual or group of people, or whoever these are, have now picked up 150 million shares of stock, or have at least been responsible for 150 million turnover in a week. 1598 right now. We've traded 3.6 million so far today in 53 minutes. The first hour, not quite. It's going to be 4 million here in the next 7 minutes. It could be 4 million traded for the first hour. 1601, 1603, just jumped 10 cents here. Again, here it goes. 1608, here it goes. It's coming on again. 1609. There you go. Sell me what you want, I'll buy it all, and then I'll run it up again. And there's the pattern again and again and again. Sometimes it's a 2-minute pattern, a 10-minute pattern, a 5-minute pattern, but it's just a consistent wave of cash coming into this stock to take out paper at whatever price you want to give it to me at. I do see 1,000 at 1623. I see a couple thousand at 1625, maybe hundreds all the way up. 100 sell share orders, 1605, now at 6, trading at 5, 6, 7, maybe right now. Yeah, 3.69 million, 1604 last, and nothing there, just nothing of it. 908.75 on Nvidia. We're up $3 again. Nvidia has gone green again, a couple of bucks. It hasn't gone up $20 a share today, but it's gone down to the 890s, and it's come back to 908, 909, 910 again and again and again. I think there's a wave of buying on Nvidia that could take it to the 950 to 970 range, near the high of 974 before earnings. Maybe beyond. It might go to 1,000 before the earnings come out. This is why, if you're writing credit spreads now in the 740, 60, 780 range, 800 range, very smart move if it wants to make this pre-announcement run, which is still a couple of weeks away, I think. 1606, 1608 on GameStop. 3.74 million. Okay. Here we go. A pick note says the spreads for June, July haven't changed. Dude is saying, Sharon, use the free options calculator. You can make a theoretical options trade using that calculator. Learn the difference between bid and ask. Alex, Rocket Lab looking a bit better today. 403, it sure is. Savage, that's right, Alex. I should be a G.I. Joe. They should have figured, should have a figurine of me. Codename Kind Eyes. Dude, write down a few trades you might make and watch them, learn how the prices move. Sharon, the only broker I can use for options trading here in New Zealand is Interactive Brokers, and it seems quite complex. Alex, the Savage of Wall Street. Dude, there are a few people here that use Interactive Brokers. I'm sure they can walk you through a platform. See if they have some tutorials on the platform. Also, Sharon, go to YouTube and go to the search bar above there and enter in there how to use Interactive Brokers. You might find a bunch of videos by a bunch of traders over the years, especially like how to trade options on Interactive Brokers. That might give you exactly what you're looking for. Just You've got research to do anyway while you're doing the classes, so one will help with the other. Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, the bid ask for that roll to July is 40 to $1.25 right now. I am hoping these gamblers see the kindness and realize I'm helping them. I want to say to them, help me help you. Juan, Rocket Lab is green. Yes, it is up 7 cents right now. 702 on your SoFi. We're only down 3 cents. We're up $4 on NVIDIA now. Up 29 on the Dow. Dude, or you could search the option trade style you want to use with Interactive Brokers in the search keyboards on YouTube. Likely there are a few people using it that you can see as an example. Stephen Butler, thanks Bruce and Jen. See you all in a couple of weeks. Rock and roll. Way to go, buddy. Corinne, I love using that option calculator. You told us about Uncle Bruce. Option calculator. The option calculator link is right here. Am I not? Where am I doing that? Is that here somewhere? Yeah, here it is. Options Profit Calculator. Here it is. Profit Calculator is a great tool to use to set up your trades. Go to this web address. Just screenshot that. Optionsprofitcalculator.com. And on Google, just write in options profit. Hit a search. You'll probably see this website pop up. It'll be a suggested website. And you can learn all the different kinds of option trades they have. Credit spreads, put credit spreads, call credit spreads, iron condors, call option, put my cover calls. And then you can hit that, and then you can do examples on a stock you like. Enter GameStop, enter whatever. There's all kinds of ways of doing that. Anyway, all kinds of potential. Thank you all for being here, and appreciate you all coming through here. Appreciate you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Don't forget, leave them nothing. Don't forget that. Leave them nothing. All right? All right. Fun times. And let's see. Alex, my top IBKR start the mobile app. It's much simpler than the web app, and that helps when you're starting. There you go. There's another good comment right there. Right on. $15.99 on GameStop as we fluctuate around here. 3.88 million in 59 minutes. Almost 4 million in the first hour. Back to $16 right now on that stock. There's 1,000 for sale at $16.15, and there's 3,000 at $16.37. There's nothing for sale all the way up there. So there's your market right now. 31-point gain on the Dow. Thank you, Dow Jones, for that little pop. We got the S&P only down 2 points now. NASDAQ's only down 16. We can go green on all these indexes at any moment. We could go completely green on all three. Oil still down 40 cents. 77.98. Welcome everyone to the show. Let's go. Sharon, am I correct in thinking I cannot use my paper trading account on the app? I don't know. You've got to take that out. You got to take a look at that on the maybe on YouTube. Do a YouTube search, or do a Google question. Can you do paper trading in IBKR? Others will know. Otherwise, the frequently asked questions section of IBKR might be handy for that. Savage of Wall Street. Leave them broke. Give them nothing. There you go, my friend. Right on, up 390 on NVIDIA. Now up 470 on NVIDIA. 910.30 on NVIDIA. 703 on SoFi. We're down 3 cents. We're coming back. We're up 7.5 on Rocket Lab. 404.5 now. In GameStop, 1596.97 right here on 3.93 million in 1 hour at the moment. On GameStop. And ME down 0.8 of a penny. We're climbing. Matterport still down 4.5 cents. And the Dow's up 23. So there you go. It is what this market is. Apple is down 50 cents. Tesla down 3.30 a share. It's coming back a little bit too. Definitely climbing on Tesla here this morning. We're climbing back on Tesla. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Boy, it's great to see you guys. Appreciate you all. And good to have you follow us today from wherever you are watching us today. We've got a question out there, a poll question out there that's been getting some responses. Let me double check my status here. The thumbs up meter is now coming in at 207. Thank you, all of you, for that. We have 319 voters on this poll question. I think GameStop volume is up because of a short squeeze that has already begun, and will continue. It's pretty consistent. 44% say yes, and 56 say no. So it's a 4.5 to 5.5 split here on this question today, where GameStop has gone through another about 4 million shares in the first hour. That's a typical day's trading practically done in the first hour. And we're at 1590. We've been breaking even now 5 times this morning. We've gone back up to 1630 to back off, and back up again to backing off and backing up again. We're at 1593, 94 right now. What can I say? This stock, I think, will go higher. I just think it's going higher. There's too much buying here to not see something bigger going on. Something bigger is going on than what we might think. While I say all that, it just dropped 10 cents to 1584. So there you go. They're making a liar of me on the air. What can I say? Hmm. 1584, and now we're back to 1590. Just boom, taking out these offers back into that 1590 range. Here we go, and there's nothing for sale here. Nothing up to 1623. 1637, there's 3,000. We're at 1595, by the way. We just jumped 10 cents. 1637 is the next 1,000 shares. No, 3,000 shares. There's 1,000 at 1606. Other than that, it's 1 and 200s per penny. That's all that's available. 1592 to 1597 now. 1592 to 1597. 5 cent spread here. We're gapping out again. That's all I'm saying. 4 million volume. There you go. Brian, Uncle Bruce, can you check out put options on GameStop expiring May 17th? They look juicy. These are 13, 14s, and 15s for GameStop, expiring the 17th of May. That's in 9 days. May 17, put contracts. The 13s are 44 to 45 cents. The 14s are 81 to 80 to 94 cents, and the 15s are $1.40 to $1.55. So if you were to write cash secured puts on GameStop for $15, you'd get paid 10%, $1.50, and you're on the hook to buy the stock for $13.50. If the shares stay over $15 between now and the 17th of May, those contracts will be worthless. Obviously, if the shares were to go to $18 or $19 today or tomorrow or Friday, those would go down to 50 cents each. You'd make a quick buck a contract, $100 a contract. You write 10 of those, you make $1,000 on the 15s. 14s are, like I said, 81 to 94. The 13s are 44 to 45 cents. The 12s are 20 to 21 cents. Isn't that something? The stock was $10 last week, and the $10 puts are now 3 to 5 cents. How about that? You could do a credit spread on puts. You could do like a $14 put right on GameStop. So you write $14 puts for like 85, 90 cents, and then you buy 11s for a dime. And so if they stay over 14, you'll clear 75, 80 cents for a week and a half, 2 weeks. You could do that. You could look at that. $13 puts are 45 cents. 10s are 5. So you write the 13s, buy the 10s, and clear 40 cents. It's not much, but it's nicely below the market. If you write 15s for $1.50 and then buy 12s for 20 cents, you'd clear $1.30 on a put credit spread for GameStop. You'd only need for the 12. You only need $300 to write those $3 spreads, right? So if you got $3,000, you can do 10 of those. You can do 10 put credit spreads on GameStop $15 right, $12 buys, with a 130 credit, $1,300 would be the credit, with a $3,000 risk, less the 1,300. You're risking $1,700 on that spread. I find that interesting. I find that compelling. Now, if you want to get aggressive and do $16 put right, $16 puts that expire May 17th, you'll get what can you get for those? 210, 220? And then if you buy 11s, heck, buy 12s for 20 cents. Bring in 220, pay 20 cents, take a $2 spread on a $4 spread overall. Not a bad return on your risk factor. If you believe the stock will be over $16 by the 17th of May, that's the trade. Now, if you are wrong and the stock is at $14 next week sometime, then your 16 is $2 in the money, and you buy it back for about $2.50, $3, and you could sell your 12 for 20 cents. And you'll lose a little bit, but not much. There's a nice premium to give you some protection there. So look at those. What do you guys think about that? Any of you have a reaction to that? Any of you wondering about the put credit spreads on GameStop as an idea? 16s and 12s, 15s and 11s, 15s and 12s, 14s and 12s, 14s, 11s, 14s and 10s, 15s and 11s, anything like that. What do you think about those kinds of put credit spreads on GameStop? If you think the shares are part of a short squeeze right now and they're going to go to 20 anyway, these are going to go to zero as soon as this thing hits $18. What about that? $15.94, by the way, on the stock right now. $15.94. We're down 40 cents on the day. On the dip is when you write these credit spreads. This afternoon, if the stock goes to $17.50 this afternoon, you could take in a buck something on a spread. You might pull a 50-cent spread out today. 10 times, $500. How about that, Sharon? If I sell puts, I take in nice money, but does that not tie up funds in my account until expiry? Well, yes, or until you buy back the put. So if you write a put for $1.50, for $1,500, you put up a buck, you get $1.50 back, and 2 days later you can buy back those puts at half price. Your $1,500 is freed up, and you keep half the money you took in. Not a bad trade for a couple of days. But again, it's the art of learning how to write contracts using stink offers and then buying them back with stink bids and watching momentum of stock. Yes, Sharon. Yes, Sharon, you are right. You're beginning to figure this out little by little by little. And this is great. This is good stuff. Take your time. It's all good. Yeah, kids. NVIDIA up $1.80. SoFi 702 down 3 cents. GameStop 15.96 on a volume of 4.2 million shares. 4.2 million traded right here. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? 21-point gain on the Dow. Thank you, Dow Jones. There you go. Yeah, 3,000 shares for sale on GameStop. 1637. That's the only block more than 1,000 that I see anywhere right now. 1637. That means the stock would be up on the day. Yes, it would. 15.94.95 right now on GameStop. We might be going down to 15.91.92. Maybe. We got wave after wave of buying coming through here, and the selling is as slight. It's to 1630 is nothing. To break this stock even is a nothing burger. There's nothing available in a big chunky way, which means the buyers who are trying to get stock are not being offered hundreds of thousands of shares in the next 10 or 15 cents. There's nothing there. So they're trying to, they run it up a bit and then they back off, and then they hope stock comes in, and it comes in dribs and drabs. They take it out, they back off. They're trying to suck in sellers, and they're not getting them in any real way. We haven't even traded 10 million shares today because it's not coming up for sale. That's the reality of it. They're just small offerings on the GameStop shares. So they're trying different tricks to make it look weak, but it's not working. in my opinion, from my angle. Maybe your angle is different. Maybe you think the end of the world is happening on GameStop. I do not. 402 on Rocket Lab, 909 on NVIDIA. They're both higher today. The Dow's up 36 points. Very nice, Sharon. Forgive my silly questions. It's 2:40 a.m. These are not silly questions. Your questions are really important for people who are too shy to ask. And Sharon, you're a member of this channel now, so you can ask me questions while the market is open. There are newbies here who are not members of this channel and so are restricted. They cannot ask me these questions because they're not a member of the channel. If they were a Gold Bagel member, they could ask me anything they want. They could join me tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern and follow me on that. Sharon, I'm on the air in about 11 hours from now. So that to me sounds like 1 in the afternoon your time. You might well be joining me for my primetime show tonight, which is in the next 11 hours. And you'll be able to ask me even more questions if you're a Gold Bagel member of the channel. So again, thank you for being a member and thank you for asking. There's a lot of people who want to ask these questions that you're asking me right now. They want to ask, but they're not members of the channel. And they're asking themselves, should I join this guy's channel to ask these questions live while the market is trading on actual scenarios that are happening right now? Is this worth my while? Newbies figure out it is after a while. When they start to think of writing options, they are thinking, hey, I just wrote 5 contracts and took in $3 a share. I just took in $1,500 and I can ask Uncle Bruce live his opinion on this trade and I can join him for $25 a month. I just brought in $1,500 on one trade and I'm now thinking, should I join this guy's channel for $300 a year at $25 a month? That is a duh question. Yeah, of course you will. And they do that. And then they become the regulars here and find, wow, as I ask Bruce questions, the other viewers start to answer the questions from their perspective. And this is how this family succeeds, where so many other YouTube channels have people losing money in the market. They're constantly losing money. Depeche, yes, there are silly questions when it comes to your money. Sharon, well done. There are no silly questions. Exactly. Savage, GameStop stock price is going down, but yet the bid ask for the July rollover stinkers I have set 70 to 130, which is higher than it was when the price was 1631. Interesting, Uncle Bruce. Yes, people are thinking like I'm thinking. Something is up. This thing is on a move here. Splair, you're all still live. You're all still live. That's right. I'm still here. We're here. Welcome all. And there's your profit calculator to check out. Check out that for any help you might need. Leave them nothing. There you go. There's the word right there. Go to my website right here if you want to learn how to write options. Head over here, Bruce Farmer, Stock Markets with Bruce.ca. Head over there. You can pick up the classes one at a time whenever you want. They're $150 a class. This will help you for the rest of your life. And you will I believe you can bring in a ton of money forever doing this. Look at SoFi, green 708. We're green on SoFi. We're green on Rocket Lab. We're green on NVIDIA. We're coming on ME. Notice ME? Down 0.2 of a cent. It's moving up as well. It's going higher. Thank you all for being here so much today. It means a lot to Jen and I that you're here. There are no silly questions. Depeche says there are no silly questions. It's your money, baby. There ain't no dumb questions around here. Yeah, 1590 on the GameStop again. It's coming up again. Here we go again. Waves of buying and selling coming through. There's 1,000 for sale at 1603. There's 3,000 at 1615. There's 3,000 at 1629. And there might be a buy wave coming in to take it all out. That might be happening right now. 1592.93 is where I think it's starting to trade at already. It seems to be going up there. Yep, the 92 is gone. The 93 is gone. The 1594 is gone. The 1595 is gone. 96 is gone. 97 is gone. Here we go. 1605. Here we go. They're taking it out. They're running it up. Those 1,000 shares are gone. at 1604. They're gone. There's 3,000 at 1630. That's all there is. $16 again. We just jumped 25 cents, just 15 cents in a minute. Yep, 1598. Coming in, buyers coming in, piling into the bid side. Offers are thin, very thin. Very little for sale. Very, very little. Nothing offered up to 1615. Nothing over 200, 300 per penny. There's nothing there. Okay. Splair, I found a retraining for my learning job. They searched at least a lot of trained drivers. Actually, after I would finish it in 11 months, my first check would be double the amount I get now. Train driver. There you go. Splair, struggling with it before I relocate as a good insurance. There you go. Rock and roll, Splair. There's some good benefits being a train driver too. If you're part of the union, you're making serious money. Serious money. 1597 now. 1593, 1597 on Gamestop as it bounces back and forth. 706 on SoFi, 404.5 on Rocket Lab, 908 on NVIDIA, 54 gain on the Dow now. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you all for joining us. Again, if any of you are looking to get classes, you have any questions, send me an email. Be more than happy to help you there. And there you go, everybody. Welcome to the party. One last peek at thumbs ups and that poll question. And we're going to say our goodbyes here. We have 210 thumbs ups, and I thank you all for that. There are 331 votes on that poll question have come in now. 45% of the folks are saying, I think the volume is up because the short squeeze is going on, and I think this is going to continue. And 55% don't think so. This is getting tighter little by little by little at the moment. But thank you all for helping me on the poll question. Thank you for the thumbs ups today. You rerunners, thank you also for all of that. I appreciate you all. 1595, 1598 now on the GameStop. Again, another run coming in. There's 1,000 at $16. There's 1,000 at 1612. They might get taken out at any moment here on a little spurt. It wouldn't take much to take both of those guys out of here. We'll figure that out shortly here. 1,000 at $16. Is it still there? Yeah. 1592 right now. And there's 1,000 at 1609. So a 10, 15 cent run would take them all out. Again, another shot higher. We'll see. Thank you, everyone. 212 thumbs ups. Fabulous. Okay, let's go over here and get ready to say our goodbyes. Thank you, guys. Brian, number 211. Good morning. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I am going to try and sell some May 31 cash secured puts on GameStop. Strike 13 for $1.19. Wish me luck on that one. That would be a good fill. Out of the money and taking in $1.19. Easy money, man. Nice going. 1593, 94. Right here on GameStop, that $16 stock. There's only 900 left now. There's 100 at 1609, 1594, 95, 96. Here it goes. Here we go. We're going up again. 97. They're taking it out at 97, 95, 96, 97, 98. Here it goes. 95 last trade, 96 last trade. There you have it. We're doing a little buy run. 4.81 million now. Again on GameStop. 1594 right now. All right, guys, there it is. Thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Brian, I can do 5 of those. Yeah, man. Bringing in, 600. Was that $600? Thank you, Splair. Thanks for your thoughts. 1 year there, part-time, and I have more than enough cash. Probably I'll try and add it to the lessons and before the bell starts in the market, just perfectly for me. Splair, all right, just in case, have a good one, everybody. Take care, Splair. Way to go, pal. Make money. Make money. 1588 on GameStop. Kids, we're up 69 on the Dow. Now we're up 71. We're climbing on the Dow. Definitely climbing. And that could affect all kinds of things here. If we are going to go up 100 plus points, we'll see what's going on. Dude is saying, neat. That's right. It's what you say. Absolutely, all. Thank you again, all of you, for your support and kind words. Jen and I appreciate you very much. We're at a 2-point gain on S&P. That's gone green. The Dow is only down 3 points. We're about to go green there too, kids. Oil is actually plus 27 cents. at the moment. Okay, guys, that's the story. I'm out of here from Palm Desert, California. See you tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, you Gold Bagel members. Let's review all this activity here and let's see how high GameStop goes today. I think it's going higher than yesterday. We'll see. Stuart, neat. Brian, GameStop, almost 5 million. Yes, sir. 4.86 million and climbing. Exactly. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.